It's no secret that we're living in challenging economic times, particularly impacting organizations like Benjamin Rose, an organization that serves a very vulnerable community. Fortunately for us, we've had strong leadership, and we've positioned ourselves well so that I believe we will be in a good position going forward in this recovery time. As I look forward over the next few years, I think Benjamin Rose is going to have many opportunities to have a positive impact on the field of aging locally as well as nationally.
I can't think of what would be tougher right now than being an elected official at a senior level in state government. Lieutenant Governor Lee Fisher has been a person who I would think that most Clevelanders by now, particularly if you're involved in public service, have known in one way or another, and all of them good. He's been an elected official. He's been a leader in the nonprofit community. He's been a leader in now on a statewide basis in 2 roles as the Attorney General and now as Lieutenant Governor. And he's also done something else that most other people don't do. He's been in public service, gotten back out, and then went back in, which is got to be because of dedication, because it sure isn't because of the money. And that means that he's had an important career, but he's also got an important part of our future. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Lieutenant Governor Lee Fisher.
Well, Richard, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity today to share some thoughts about the future, because that is absolutely my topic. And sometimes you have to reach into the past to talk about the future, so I'll be talking about the past as well. But I do believe, despite what you may be hearing these days, that the future is bright. The number of Ohioans of all ages that will need long-term care services and supports will increase by 14% between now and 2020, an increase of about 44,000 Ohioans. These demographic changes, in combination with the continued growth of Ohio's Medicaid portion of the state budget, have serious implications for the budget that we are considering right now. Today, Ohio spends about 24 or 25% of our budget, what's called our General Revenue Fund budget, GRF budget, on Medicaid, which, as you know, is the major funding source for long-term services and supports. It is predicted that at the rate of growth we are at now, that instead of spending 24% of our budget on Medicaid, by the year 2020, we will be spending close to 70% of our budget on Medicaid. So we have no choice but to be smarter about how we spend this money in a way that achieves the 3 purposes of hope, dignity, and purpose. So the governor and our administration have recommended a new budgeting process that provides consumers with a choice of services that meet the consumer needs and improve quality of life, that provide a wider menu or array that meet the consumer's needs throughout their life, that consolidates policymaking authority and budgets for long-term services and supports into a single entity that becomes transparent and people can see how their money is being spent. What we are promoting is a flexible budgeting process that says, instead of focusing on revenue streams, focus on consumer needs. The existing system is fiscally unsustainable and does not meet the needs or the desires of too many older Ohioans. The budget that has just passed the House, as many of you know, includes many of the recommendations of the Task Force on Long-Term Care. What will happen, however, I cannot predict. A unified long-term care budget that would eliminate the spending caps for assisted living and in-home care, I think is very important, because at the same time we have unlimited funding available for nursing home care. So Governor Strickland and I look forward to the day when we can pass a budget, maybe it'll still be this year, when we can begin to end the waiting lists for in-home care and assisted living for both the frail elderly and the disabled citizens of all ages, and allow for the full range of long-term care services on an equal footing that actually will save the state about $900 million in Medicaid spending. This is one of those times when doing the right thing on a policy basis is also the right thing on a fiscal basis. I will tell you that the governor and I are absolutely committed to doing that, because in a sense it aligns perfectly with the mission of Benjamin Rose. Whether it's skilled nursing, or whether it's behavioral health nursing, whether it's physical, speech, and occupational therapies or home health care services, mental health and medical social science, these are the things that provide the support for a life of hope, dignity, and purpose. In a world where we can be good to our children and good to our parents, and recognize that the future for all of us, regardless of where we are in our stage of life, is truly unlimited. The ability to tell to somebody, no matter who they are, whatever their age, whatever they came from, wherever they lived, that they have a future that they can see, that's one that's bright, that one that's confident, that even in difficult times, when you know that times will get worse before they get better, that eventually they will get better. That's when you not only survive, but you thrive. And Benjamin Rose is all about thriving, not surviving. We should never be satisfied with surviving. We're put on this earth to thrive and to make a difference to each other and even to ourselves. That's what Benjamin Rose does every day for the past 101 years.